First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Also, true back beside the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Amashiach. Also, the final Father, true Father, one West. This is Father King's going back at you yet with another lesson. This name of the lesson is going to be Esau will pay. The nation of Esau will pay. Before I go farther in this lesson is intended to the 12 tribes of Israel, which consist of the so-called blacks, the so-called Native American Indians, and the so-called Latino descent. You represent the 12 tribes of Israel, lost but now found according to biblical records and biblical history. And our brothers and sisters that scattered abroad, the various islands and countries. To you, I say Shalom. Yeah, so as you see here, you see the chariots, the UFO pictures of what the world call a UFO. The Bible describes them as the chariots of the Most High. They're going to bring havoc on this place, man. You know, for all the rape, the rob, the murder, all the stolen wealth. On my free time, man, I like to go over history. You know, I like to study history on my spare time. And when you go throughout history, every single president that ran this country benefited from the slave trade some way, somehow. You know, from having servants, from having the best homes, because the slaves built the homes. You know, every president has some type of connection with the slave trade, has some type of connection with the oppression of blacks. Even Obama. Obama is not our people. You know what I mean? He's a Hamite. He's not an Israelite. He did nothing for his people. I mean, well, he's not our people, Salakia. He did nothing for us because he was not of us. He's not of our nation. You know what I mean? And what he did was pass legislation for same-sex marriages, which is abomination before the Most High, which is pure wickedness and evil. That's all he did. He did nothing to handle the oppression that oppress our people, because he wasn't for us. You know what I mean? He was for the elites. He's for the elites, the powers to be. That's what he was for the whole time. Let me get a couple of scriptures real quick. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Was not America built by blood? Starting off with the Native American Indians and carrying on down to the Judites in the southern kingdom. All Israel suffered by the sword of Esau, Edom. All the tribes suffered in some way by the hands of our enemy, which is Esau, Edom, and the other nations, but primarily Esau. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity, that they pay us for over 500 years of free slave labor, and we are still attached to this system. You still have to go and work tomorrow. You still have to go and work and try to provide for your family off something that your ancestors built and was never paid for. Salakia, this is Ecclesiastes, I'm trying to make this short. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealing, that they not working from sunrise to sunset, and injuries and riches got by deceit. When you go throughout history, they was supposed to pay us when you go back what it was 40 acres in the mirror, 40 acres in the mirrors, I believe. But they never paid that. They never paid it. You know, then they give you an illusion like you free. You know, because like I say, as long as you punching a 9-to-5 job, you are not free, because you only getting paid what they already owe you. Okay. That's even in the in one of the amendments that Abraham Lincoln was trying to push before he was assassinated, right? Go throughout that history. After the Civil War, we was supposed to get somewhat reparations, even land. And riches got by deceit, and the kingdom is translated from one people to another, you know. And now the tables are about to be reversed on Esau, Edom. Now his world is ending, and Jacob, remember in the book of Ezra, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. So, and Esau got to pay for all the wickedness that he have done and still doing to this day, because we're going to be found in his hands. We are going to be found in his hand. We are going to be in some form of captivity when the Lord returns. When you read Revelation chapter 13, verse 9 and 10. You know what I mean? So Esau, Edom going to have to pay for all this. We just read it here. It says, for unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. They got everything about rape, rob, murdering. You know what I mean? About a sword. Tell you about that in the book of Genesis. When Isaac blessed Esau, he said, by thy sword thou shalt live. They got everything by the way of the sword, by force. We was forced over here and kidnapped, identity stricken, and and all the resources we put into this country, we get none of the benefits, all the inventions, everything. We don't get no benefit from it. And Esau got to pay for that. Slavery, identity crisis, stealing our identity, calling yourself the real Jews, supporting a lie. They send billions, millions, and if not billions to them fake Jews over there in Israel. And yet we can't even get a crumb. They're going to get judged for that. And you read the book of Revelation, the Most High said, reward her double. So they're going to get judged double. Revelation 18 verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. So they're going to get judged double for all they done to us, and still continue to do to us. We are still slaves. As long as you got a social security number attached to your name, you are a slave in this society. I don't care how you push it, or how you try to explain it, you are still somewhat a slave. You know what I mean? So Esau are going to get judged for this, and no one can stop it. This is a heavenly judgment from on high. A supernatural force is coming to do this. This is not no man-made movement. You know what I mean? This is coming from on high. Okay? So so they're going to get judged. They're going to get judged for all the wickedness they have done. First and foremost, we give all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, also Jehovah beside the true black Messiah, the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Amashiach, also the final father, the true father, one West. I hope this lesson is very edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom.